What are your thoughts on the big win over Wrightstown a few days later now?
Well, we're trying to move on from it, but it was an awesome game, and I was really proud of our guys and how we battled, and we dealt with some foul trouble. Obviously, we didn't have Petzel for as long as we'd like to have him in the game, and I'm just real proud of the way that we had a lot of guys step out on offense and especially defensively, and then the rebounding advantage was huge for us, and that's something we've been emphasizing a lot over the last couple weeks, and ever since we got out of that Mount Horeb game over the break, that's something we've pretty much talked about every practice, and our guys really responded, and we pulled out the W.
One of the guys in that game, well, most of the season actually, who kind of checks off all those boxes, the rebounding, scoring, is Tyler. He had a great game against Wrightstown. It amazes me how he not only gets his shot off down low after he gets the rebound, but he usually makes them. How do you think he does that? I mean, he hardly ever gets his shot blocked. It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. He's done that his whole life. He's always been that type of guy, and he's always been a guard. And I don't know. It's just he's deceptively stronger, I think, than a lot of the other guards that we play against in our league, and he pushes them around and bullies them, and he's able to overpower them a lot, I think, and he's just the crafty down there.
He's really crafty. Yeah, that's amazing. Now, how rewarding is it for you to see this renewed interest in Marinette basketball now? Because that crowd on Tuesday was outstanding. Usually you only see that for the M&M game, but Tuesday it was really rocking in there.
Right, it was awesome. I think over the last couple of years it's really been building as we've sort of started ascending as a program, and it's really awesome to see because it just shows that there's a lot of people in our community that are, they're craving for that. They want the program to succeed, and that makes us feel good in everything that we've accomplished so far. And I'm hoping it inspires us to keep working harder as we keep moving forward.
Yeah. Now, last year it seemed like the team played to the level of whoever they played at. It was always close. No matter if it was a bad team, a good team, the games were always close. This year it seems like when you guys play the bad teams, you're just taking care of business, and the good teams, you're doing it as well. What do you think is the biggest difference between last year's team and this year's team?
I think it's just maturity and size. I know we had a lot of returning varsity players last year, but still, relatively, we were young, and we only had a couple seniors playing, and one or two juniors playing, and so that's still a really young squad, and the physicality and the speed of the game finally is at a point where I think that our guys are more comfortable, and some of the advantages that we have, we're just able to exploit more. And so I think that's made a big difference for us. And I don't know, it's just our guys, the more experience you get, the better you find a feel for the game. And our guys have responded really well.
They sure have. No, in almost every game this year, talking about physicality, you usually look like the bigger team. Maybe not the taller team, you just look bigger out there. In every game, almost every game, if not every game, you've taken more free throws than your opponent. How are you accomplishing that in an era really where the three-point shot is the main weapon?
Well, I think that last year, realistically, looking at our shot selection, obviously we've started to emphasize the inside game more, and we kind of took a look at it over the off season about what is our advantage over the other teams, and our advantage always is usually strength and inside. And so we've adjusted some things strategically, but just emphasizing to the kids that our best bet is scoring on the inside. And I would a lot of guys that are, no matter where they're in the court, they're aggressive to the rim. Pretty much our top 8 guys, all of them are very aggressive.
Right.
And that's definitely accounting for it. And our offense, when we get down quickly, we put other teams in bad situations, in tough situations where they either need to decide to give us the shot or foul us. And I think we're just putting teams in uncomfortable spots, and we're taking advantage of it.
Now, is this the style of play that you've been waiting to play? Is this how you want to play as your coach, as your team? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, I think this year more than the last couple of years, I've been happier with the style that we're playing. The up and down, I do want to look to push more. I've always liked pushing more, but I want to do it in a controlled fashion where if it's not there, we're not forcing it. Where I felt like in years past, sometimes we would look to push, and no matter what, that shot was going up for a total of like 5 seconds. And our shot selection has just gotten better, and our guys have moved the ball. And I've just been really proud of the way that, especially our primary scorers, have done a nice job of distributing and working together.
Yeah, now talking about pushing the ball, how important is Jake's outlet passes to that?
Yeah, I mean, him and I think, and Trey, when he gets in there, those two are really good at starting the break for us. And, even if Jake doesn't get those assists, it's so important because, number one, he's clearing the rebound. And number two, we're getting the ball down the floor. And the ball always moves quicker than the man.
Right.
And so we get that ball down there quickly. And when we have that going for us and we're successful in converting, we're tough to stop.
Yeah, it's pretty tough for me, too. He messes me up because I put my head down to do a stat and look up, and the ball's already down there. There's a shot going up already.
Right.
So fast.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely. But, I mean, Tyler and Matt are doing a really good job of getting out and running, and Walker and Jordan when he streaks down there. I mean, it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it sure is. Now, Clintonville on Friday, usually a very tough place to play. What's their talent like this year? What's the team looking like?
They're very solid, methodical, like always. Their offense is one that can frustrate you if you let it. So we've got to come out and be solid right away and not gamble and put ourselves in foul trouble. But we've also got to keep our aggressive mentality. I think in years past when we played, and this year would be no different. They've done a great job of moving the ball on offense and then finding that perfect moment to strike. And in years past, I think at times our patience has grown a little thin, and then what it does is it's caused our patience to grow even more thin on offense because we feel like we need to force something. And so it's going to be about playing our game and understanding that we've got to be patient, not try to force anything, but still we've got to be aggressive when it calls for it.
Yeah, I remember last year they were frustrating you guys, and then Walker came in, and his defense changed the whole game around, and you got the W.
Right, in the top of the 1-3-1 at their place.
Yeah.
It was just the right group of people, and Walker created a lot of chaos up there for them, and we were able to take advantage of a few turnovers up top.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks a lot again, and good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Thank you.